Following Manchester City's goalless draw against Inter Milan, a notable post-match confrontation unfolded between the Premier League's prolific striker Erling Haaland and Inter Milan's experienced defender Francesco Acerbi. The clash occurred after an intense Champions League group stage fixture, held at the Etihad Stadium, where both teams battled hard but ultimately failed to break the deadlock, resulting in shared points. The match, played on a Wednesday night, was a high-stakes encounter for both clubs, each vying for early supremacy in their group. Haaland, who has been a standout performer for Manchester City this season with an impressive tally of 9 goals in the Premier League already, found himself unable to replicate his usual clinical finishing in front of goal. He struggled to make an impact against Inter's well-organized defensive unit, which was marshaled expertly by the Italian defender Acerbi, alongside his teammates Alessandro Bastoni and Jan Oral Bissek. Their collective efforts effectively neutralized Haaland, turning what is typically a dominant attacking presence into a largely quiet figure on the night. Throughout the match, Haaland appeared frustrated by the physicality and tactics deployed by Inter's backline, especially the frequent shirt pulling from Acerbi. The Norwegian forward, known for his physicality and direct style of play, was visibly unsettled as the Serie A side used a series of defensive maneuvers to contain him. With limited space to exploit and few opportunities to break free from his markers, Haaland's frustration seemed to build as the match progressed, culminating in just 14 touches of the ball over the entire 90 minutes, an unusually low figure for a player of his caliber. Moreover, he managed only 1 shot on target, a statistic that reflected how well Inter's defenders had managed to stifle one of Europe's most dangerous forwards. As the referee blew the final whistle, signaling the end of a frustrating match for Manchester City, Haaland's pent-up emotions spilled over into an animated exchange with Acerbi. Haaland, who had been visibly irritated by the constant shirt pulling throughout the match, wasted no time in approaching the Italia defender to voice his displeasure. In a heated but somewhat playful interaction, Haaland grabbed Acerbi's shirt, seemingly to mimic the actions that had taken place on the pitch, where he felt he had been unfairly tugged at numerous times during the game. To further emphasize his frustration, Haaland pulled at his own shirt while gesturing toward Acerbi, as if to reenact the moments of tension that had occurred during the match. The symbolism was clear. Haaland was demonstrating how frequently Acerbi had resorted to pulling his shirt to keep him in check, an action that had clearly irritated the Manchester City forward throughout the match. Acerbi, for his part, responded to Haaland's gestures with a seemingly calm demeanor, though he raised 2 fingers in what appeared to be a subtle reference to the number of incidents or fouls that had occurred between the two during the game. This gesture, though simple, seemed to provoke a reaction from Haaland, who then appeared to tell Acerbi to "FK off," in a manner that was both lighthearted yet filled with competitive fire. The exchange, while intense, didn't seem to escalate beyond this brief moment, but it highlighted the fierce competitive nature of both players, as well as the frustrations Haaland had experienced throughout the evening. Haaland, who is usually a dominant figure on the pitch, cutting through defenses with his pace, strength, and clinical finishing, was left visibly frustrated after a rare quiet night. His inability to break free from Inter's defenders and make his usual impact in front of goal was evident not only in his limited touches but also in his body language during and after the game. While the confrontation with Acerbi was one of the more memorable moments of the post-match fallout, it was clear that the frustration stemmed from Haaland's overall experience during the match, where he found himself largely on the periphery of the action. Despite this challenging evening, Manchester City will have little time to dwell on the result, as their Champions League campaign continues with their next fixture on October 1st. In that match, they are set to face Slovan Bratislava, a game in which Haaland will no doubt be eager to make amends for his quiet outing against Inter. With the weight of expectation on his shoulders and his determination to return to goal-scoring form, the Norwegian forward will likely see this upcoming fixture as an opportunity to reassert himself on the European stage. For now, however, the encounter with Inter Milan and the heated exchange with Acerbi will remain a talking point, offering a glimpse into the intense world of top-level football, where even the best players can experience moments of frustration when things don't go their way.
They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once